7 weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We are waking up to a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures climbing into the upper 70s to low 80s. 80 in Miami, 83 in Pompano, same for Key West. Fort Lauderdale reporting 81. East-southeast winds 7 to 13 miles per hour. And here's a look at the local storm tracking radar. For the most part, it's mostly dry and will continue mostly dry today. This morning is our best chance of seeing a spotty shower or two on the breeze. Right now, just to confirm, Broward County looking excellent. And if your ride takes you around Homestead, there's just one tiny little shower there located around US 1. Heading into the Florida Keys, mostly dry here too. And the big view showing that there's a ton of dry air filtering in from the Atlantic, and that's what's keeping our chance for rain limited. Unfortunately, the deepest moisture for rain is located around the heart of the country, where there could be severe weather today. Our forecast dominated by high pressure. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Tomorrow we'll have this hint of haze, and that will allow for basically the heat to get trapped across the region. So it'll be a touch hotter for sure. Heading into Thursday, limited showers, feeling very steamy across South Florida. Your boating forecast looks okay, no advisories, but there's a risk of rip currents at area beaches. Seas building up to 2 feet. Biscayne Bay at a moderate chop. For the Florida Keys, going between light to a moderate chop, seas beyond the reef building 2 to 5 feet. We will have a low tide cycle happening this morning in about 2 minutes or so, especially for Miami, but coming up at 8:24 in Key West. So for today, a few clouds will keep conditions sunny and hot. Temperatures near 90 degrees, feeling like the upper 90s, close to 100. Limited clouds tonight, a nice coastal breeze with your extended outlook calling for a slightly better chance of seeing some showers and storms heading into the upcoming weekend. That's your 7 on 7.
7 weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We're waking up to bright sunshine with temperatures in the low 80s. Some areas have reached the mid 80s out west, but right now it's 83 in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Marathon, Key West, with a southeast wind anywhere between 7 to 13 miles per hour. Our in-house model run showing that a spotty shower or two possible on the breeze. If we see this sea breeze generating any sort of shower and thunderstorm activity, that will be well west and into southwest of Florida, but it will be dry in most areas today with very few clouds tonight. It is also more like dry season across South Florida, at least the current trend that we have in place. This pattern will not change for most of the week with a decent amount of dry air in place. A typical rainy season chance is 40 to 50%. We're going to be below that even into the upcoming weekend when we introduce a chance of seeing a few additional showers. Now, in the tropics, there are a couple tropical waves in the Atlantic basin, but we are not following any of these forward development. In the eastern Pacific, we now have tropical storm Eric, and this one promises to become a hurricane as early as tomorrow. Your boating forecast looks good. No advisory, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Also in the Keys, with seas beyond the reef building 2 to 5 feet. We're going to get a high tide cycle in the 1 o'clock hour for Fort Lauderdale. So highs today near 90, feeling hotter when you combine the high humidity. We'll have a nice coastal breeze tonight, lows in the 80s. With no major changes expected to this weather pattern, South Florida, it is going to be unusually dry for June with typical heat and humidity through the weekend. That's your 7 on 7.